Back in 1993, while Grant Hill was attending Duke University, he briefly dated Jada Pinkett. The actress told the Los Angeles Times that she loved how humble he remained despite his growing popularity as a college basketball player. Their relationship ended on good terms, and Grant moved on to a woman who captured his attention on their very first date, Canadian R&B singer Tamia Washington. If this is your first time visiting our channel, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to receive notifications. Here's the truth about Grant Hill and Tamia's love story. Grant Hill told Oprah that while growing up, he took note of every single interaction between his parents, Calvin and Janet Hill. After so many years together, they obviously know a thing or two about how to have a long-lasting marriage. Grant said, "I saw the good, the bad, and everything in between." He knew that when he grew up, he wanted to have the same kind of loving relationship his parents had, and he wanted his future kids to see him interact with his wife in a positive way. How to have a loving relationship wasn't the only thing his parents instilled in him. They must have stressed the importance of loyalty and fidelity. When Shawnee O'Neal was asked by a radio station to name the faithful players in the NBA, Grant was the only name that she mentioned.
If I had someone made me bet on who is faithful, I'd say Grant Hill.
Grant Hill.
Yes.
You've never heard nothing crazy about him?
Never heard anything crazy.
Being one of the good guys in the league meant Grant needed to find someone who was just as sweet and kind. Tamia was attending the Soul Train Music Awards when Anita Baker asked her if she was dating anyone. Tamia said no, and that's when Anita mentioned Grant. Tamia told the YBF that it wasn't until 7 months later that the two of them would finally meet. On their first date, they went to the movies at 2 o'clock, and the entire theater was empty. Tamia told Fox Sports News they had a chance to talk to each other about what they liked and disliked. And on their first meeting, they were so connected they were finishing each other's sentences. Their chemistry was off the charts, and Grant said he knew right away they had something special. He told Own's Black Love that Tamia woke up one morning and made him some bomb French toast. Grant said it was at that moment he realized he could spend the rest of his life with her. Not only was she beautiful, strong, and they had intense chemistry, but he was impressed by her cooking skills. They got married in Detroit in 1999 and honeymooned in Bali. Shortly after their 1999 wedding, their vows in sickness and in health were put to the test. Grant went in for his 4th ankle surgery, and while he was at home recovering, Tamia noticed he had a high fever. The doctor told her to bring him in right away. When they arrived, Grant was shivering and had the shakes, and after running some tests, doctors found out he had developed a staph infection that nearly killed him. Thankfully, he was able to recover, but just a few years later, their marriage was put to the test again. Tamia was promoting the song Officially Missing You when she noticed she was really tired and was experiencing heat sensitivity. She told The Breakfast Club that she was losing her ability to write down her music, so she knew something was wrong. After seeing a doctor, she was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, a chronic disease of the central nervous system that can affect the brain and spinal cord. The diagnosis shocked her. She couldn't fight back the tears, but she found comfort knowing Grant was by her side. She said the first thing he said was, "What do we need to do to fight this?" Thanks to his support and his knowledge about healthy foods and exercise, Grant and Tamia have worked together to help her manage her symptoms. He admitted to Own's Black Love series that they hit a bump in the road after the birth of their first child in 2002. Grant said their daughter Mila would sleep on Tamia's chest every night for 3 months straight, and he felt a little bit jealous that his baby girl was getting all the attention. That didn't stop them from expanding their family, though. In 2007, they welcomed their second daughter, Lael. People always ask them how they keep their marriage intact, and Tamia told Essence, "Marriage is not deep." When asked to elaborate, she said, "Marriage isn't complicated at all. People just make it that way." It also helps that she and Grant are best friends, and they told Oprah Winfrey it's the everyday things that they love about each other. For example, Tamia experiences the greatest joy when she sees Grant taking their daughter to school every day. After so many years as a couple, Grant and Tamia have created the blueprint for a successful relationship built on love, communication, and friendship. What do you think about Grant Hill and Tamia's love story? Leave your answer down below, and thanks for watching Real Reality Gossip.